Welcome at today's webinar, which is the next part of webinars focused on the IoT ecosystem. Mr. Řehák from the NETIO product company will guide you through today's webinar on wirelessly controlled and measured powered socket.
Okay, hello everybody. Thank you, Imona, for introduction. Let me to share my screen with you. My name is Jan Řehák. Let's stay with our version. And this will be a webinar about wireless power sockets application we recently realized more or less in last year or in this year. So, first of all, NETIO products produce this kind of power sockets. To the rec version, we call them Power PDU. The standard power strip, NETIO 4 or NETIO 4 All. Several types of power cables. The icon on the top right corner means the protocol you can communicate with. And this 1/3 is not only protocol, but even technology. So this is IQRF, wireless mesh network. Coming soon products are Power DIN, which is 4 outputs, Ethernet and Wi-Fi only, and Power Box, which will be new generation of power strip from NETIO. Okay, so let's move on to the applications. Before that, shortly about our company. We are located in Prague, Czech Republic, and we are focused strictly to the B2B market and B2B products. Networked power sockets means sockets which you can control, switch on, switch off over the network. The network can be LAN, so standard Ethernet or RJ45. It can be also Wi-Fi or IQRF, or Wi-Fi/IQRF only. Technically, we can switch on and we can switch off each socket. So each individual socket can be switched on by mechanical relay. No dimming or something like that for controlling the power. When there is power metering, which is more or less in every product, we can meter the consumption and the other power parameters. You can see the true power factor, which is the value which is important from the analysis to monitor what kind of electrical appliance is connected there. Okay, how you can control each output? Of course, from the website. So on the website, you click and switch on, switch off. From the buttons on the device, of course, and through your mobile app. Yes, but that's not most important. Most important is some kind of industrial devices are connecting to the ecosystem. And that's why we have end-to-end open API. So, open API, what does it mean? We support several different protocols which can be used. Each protocol is a different business segment on different kind of applications. Some of the protocols are good for the local network applications. Some of them are for the cloud-oriented applications, and so on. Here you can see 10 icons for 10 protocols, plus these 3 can be implemented in HTTPS as secured version. Okay. Why it's good to have so many protocols? Because each protocol means not only different technology, but even different philosophy. So for example, MQTT is a very good protocol for the cloud applications where your application is running in the cloud and your devices, in this case, remote power sockets, are connecting through the customer's network to your portal. Modbus TCP, okay, it's technology from end of 1970s, but still it's the most compatible protocol we have, and it's very useful for the home automation or for industrial applications. SNMP is very popular in the IT market, and the other 3 protocols have very various applications. Let me speak about Crestron, which is popular system for control audio, video, and presentation rooms. Q, a system to control the sitting rooms or meeting rooms. LabGrid, which is software which controls the test laboratories and electrical laboratories, and so on and so on. Okay, why it's good to have network power sockets? My age is 41. When I was in teenage, the IT was taught on the electrical engineering, but this time changed. So this, what you can see, was for me absolute basic of the first semester. Unfortunately today, or fortunately maybe, this means 230 volts for IT people. So because of that, we need to provide them some simple tool or some simple brick that they can make from this Lego bricks their own system. So that's why we provide networked power sockets. And we are next to the applications. This is the application from Poland, where we have a customer which is saving energy in the multi-kino or in the multi-cinemas. Basically, one hall is equipped with super high quality audio system. Dolby something, different types. This high quality audio system unfortunately consumes the energy even when there is a silence. It's because of physical principle. But this one hall is not screening all the time. It's screening something like 60% of the time, but the energy is burned all the time. So they connected the power for the audio amplifiers through the network power sockets, and there is a very simple script running in the central computer which controls when which movie will be shown on which hall. And 5 minutes before the start, they switch on audio, or 10, and few minutes after the film is over, they switch off the audio for this room. The saving was around 38% of electricity. Point is that there are so many rooms, and the profitability of this kind of solution is so high that in the end of the day, return of investment was something around 11 months, which is significantly short time. Okay, this is application about the really saving energy. Next saving energy application is from South France. This is the map of small bungalows. Basically 300 small villas in different zones. Each one of them is equipped with the simple electrical boiler or electrical water boiler. This is only for shower or for you wash your hands. But unfortunately, these villas are not occupied full time. It's the complete hotel is open for something like 200 days, but average villa is used only 100 days. That means that around 50% of energy was wasted. 18 quadrat meter of the water is heated all the time for nothing because there are no people who can use it. Our system integrator in France used this, and because of the wireless power socket, controlling the boiler and switching on the boiler only in a moment where there are any inhabitants in the villa. So basically, when you pick up the keys on the reception, this electronic system automatically switch on the power for your boiler. So in a couple of minutes, you have hot water. And when you are checking out, the same in opposite way. This project is interesting also because of mixing of the Wi-Fi and IQRF technology. Some part of this areal is covered by the industrial Wi-Fi, but not all buildings. So because of that, it's mixed system. Of course, if the electrical engineers are here with us, they will crucify me that this heating segment is not used for the boilers. It's for making a tea. But for the symbolic meaning in this slide, I think it's very useful. So basically, we are switching the boiler only when the bungalow is occupied. Another application is a bit crazy. This is farm of wind power plant. So basically, there is a windmill, and in this windmill is installed some technology to, for example, anti-shaving or anti-ice system, and so on and so on. A point is that this technology is installed and sold for 20 or 50 years of the running system. Let's stay with 20. If your technology is connected to the electrical cabinet, which is there, installed on every level of the windmill, you have to participate on the cost of taking care of this electrical cabinet. So our customer is powering his technology from standard power sockets because he has to pay less for every month maintenance. The difference is so big that it's very beneficial for him to use electrical power sockets and not standard connecting to the electrical cabinet. Okay, it's a bit crazy, I agree. So sometimes even the power sockets which are technically not used in industrial applications are cheaper than standard DIN-rail solution. Another case are the vending machines and kiosks. I think everybody have experience with a screen of death of terminal somewhere where you need to buy a ticket for your train or for entrance ticket somewhere or something like that. So because to avoid this kind of situations, there is the networked power socket which can restart the kiosk when something like that happened. So you have possibility to restart it remotely, or you can also save electricity, for example, in the night, or if there is one line of 15 kiosks and sometimes you need to run only 3 of them. A new modernized application is a shared kitchen. Here on the photo, you can see the TV with the listing of the orders. Not only McDonald's optimize the production process, even the shared kitchens do. This is application from Dubai when we have in 3 shared kitchens installed our power sockets, and mainly for metering. Why? Because together with the RFID tags, they are metering the power consumption per one virtual restaurant. They produce a food for several different customers, and to split the cost between these customers is exactly what they are using the networked power sockets for. Another showcase is basically Multimedia show. This company needs to have a simple multimedia stand. Oh, simple, not a simple. It's quite big and complex because there's a lot of ramps and places where the cars are running for. So they are using this electrical appliances to switch on the light, switch on the ramp, and so on and so on. The point is, these have to be very easily to be possible to put it to the boxes and move it to another location. So because of that, they are using network power sockets for that, and 80 of them is part of their multimedia stand. Freezer in hospitals is very interesting customers. There are thousands of freezers in one hospital. Okay, I'm talking about a hospital for a couple of billion people, but each of these freezers should be monitored for case of failure, because the material inside can be damaged. Of course, that's obvious. But point is that electrical power alert is coming before the real problem with temperature will come, because there is still the ice, and it's still the whole system has still the capacity of the cold. So the cold is held, even the electricity is not getting in. Second aspect of the power socket controlled and switched on for the fridge is that because of the electrical power socket, you can meter the power consumption of each one single freezer. Power consumption for the freezers is very various. It's oscillating from something like 10 to 15 euros till 50, 60 really. But which one is doing like that? And which one is more cost effective to buy new one because it's more tight and the isolation works better? So for the facility manager, can be information like that very valuable. Okay, I believe that with IQRF we have several pilot projects like that installed already. The IQRF technology is very good for this situation because more installations like that, more pieces you have installed, more stable your system is.
Yeah, I can say that here in Prague we have one project where IQRF has better behavior than Wi-Fi in terms of passing through difficult environments. Sensors could be placed in the freezer, for example, and NETIO power socket is in the project used as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. It is like that. Of course, for the NETIO power sockets, you can switch on to the metering mode, so the outputs will not be affected, and you can be sure that it will not harm the power. Okay. Next application is activating a backup air conditioning system. This is more related to the LAN-based power sockets, because in our Linux-based power sockets we have a Lua script, and they are checking the temperature from external temperature sensor. And for example, in a moment where there is a temperature rise something like 25 Celsius, we can switch on backup air conditioning, which is used only rare. I'm sure you know the technological spots where the space for air conditioning is not enough. This space is very small and very tiny, and there is too many technology and too much heating and power dissipation. So we have a few customers which are using the networked power sockets for this kind of applications. Next use case are shared laboratories. Okay, same story again. You can analyze equipment usage by its power consumption. There are a lot of electrical appliances in this kind of facilities. So simple Wi-Fi or IQRF power socket with metering can provide you a chart which one team spent how much time using this equipment on that equipment. We need it because of the sharing the costs between different teams. NETIO has, in projects like that, installed more than 300 pieces during 2019 in several locations, mainly in England. And we are preparing a simple application to even export data to your Google chart. So in your Google chart, you can see every single day which hours your electrical appliances were switched on and which time it was switched off.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask? I guess
Yes,
it's possible to combine Wi-Fi and IQRF in one project. IQRF could be there because of better covering the place.
Of course it is. It's every time a big discussion between wireless and wired technology. Some customers prefer wired, and they are saying that nothing wireless can be accepted. About IQRF, we can say that even it's wireless, it's really stable and working. And of course, there can be used a gateway and connect all data together to have one big list of data and values.
Perfect.
Are there any questions?
No.
Still not? Okay, no problem at all. Let's move on. Smart IT infrastructure, it's a very popular application of NETIO power sockets, I have to say. So for example, if your router is freezing, sometimes it's too complicated to change the router. For example, it's in one location, or there are troubles with EMC or whatever. So the IP watchdog is a functionality which is used in this case. So basically, the power sockets are automatically and autonomously checking if there is connectivity to internet. And if there is no connectivity to internet, it's restarting the router. Or it's checking if the IP camera is working, and when it's not working, restarting the camera or the router. Okay. I will be a bit more to the power cable types, because if you would like to start, I would like to give you a quick overview. So as I said, NETIO produce several types of power cables. These types are separated by this icon on the top right corner. This icon is also connected with the name of the product. So in this case, power cable arrest with this icon. And we have different three types, because the Modbus is more focused for industrial applications. The power cable arrest is for the IT applications or inside the building. And power cable MQTT is for cloud-oriented applications. Power cable IQRF is acquired by different technology. And as you can see, we have there a label of IQRF interoperability. I will talk about that in 2 slides. The last letter of the name, in this case G, means this is British power socket, because it's UK type G. So this gives you idea what to order if you would like to start with the power sockets in your country. The power cable family, as I said, we have the version Modbus, which is for industrial applications with Modbus TCP and Telnet. The Power Cable REST with the XML JSON and URL API, and the Power Cable MQTT, which supports the MQTT and HTTP push protocols. And we support IQRF, which is different by hardware, so that's why it has 901 number. There is no Wi-Fi, there is IQRF. So because of that, of course, there will be no web interface. The web interface have to be realized on the IQRF gateway.
Or in the cloud, if you prefer.
Or in the cloud, exactly. As I said, the Power Cable IQRF is interoperable device. That means that inside the whole network, you can list the values of the connected, basically metering or sensing. So you know that this version means the current from socket number 1, this value means current from socket number 2, and so on. And it's completely transparent through all the network. IQRF basically is LP1 based on 868 megahertz. There are modules inside like that. It's very reliable, and it's about ecosystem. It's about ecosystem from the sensors till the routers, gateways, USB dongles, and everything else. Of course, there is a lot of sensors and devices based on this technology. Because we are a member of this community around, we are now trying to promote the whole community. As I said, you need gateway for connecting the IQRF to the network. This is how the gateway looks like. You can see the QR code, which is quite important here in this case, because QR code is saving your time for installation.
Does your power socket has QR code?
Yes, unfortunately, we have mix of old and new photos. But yes, we have QR code. On this photo, you can see it's on the other side, and it's helping for the installation very much.
Mm-hmm.
This is the IQRF gateway API, what you can see. This is the MQTT interface. So through the gateway, you can ask for each one value, but you have to know what you are asking for. There is no list of values implemented yet. The same, there is connectivity for the IBM Cloud. Yes, Ivana?
It's interoperable, so you can use standard request for standard sensor, and you'll get all data, all values.
It's absolutely true, and I have to say that interoperability was one big step. Because of that, through all the sensors is the same format, and things start to work much more smoothly from the integration point of view.
That's true.
And of course, you can send also the request by JSON. So it doesn't matter which way, but you need to send a request and get the answer. Okay. And because we have 3 more minutes, I would like to catch your attention a bit for the industrial features of the products. What is the industrial device? Industrial means that there is a difference between simple product for the consumer market. And in industrial products, we expect that there will be some technical support. There will be open API with documented interface. It will be compatible with protocol. So if there is one protocol implemented today, the same protocol will be working even tomorrow. Of course, warranty is important. It's strange, but very few products you can find on the market, except the industrial ones, can have a simple firmware upgrade. So yes, industrial products have to have firmware upgrade. In case of power sockets, it's quite important to do not make click pulse during the firmware upgrade on the device. The temperature range is the issue. The precision of the metering is the issue. And something we call ZCS, means a switching in the zero current, can be the issue if you have a switching unit. Yeah, temperature range is like that. Ivana, what do you think is the standard consumer electronics certified for in case of temperature?
I have no idea, sorry.
Okay, mostly I got answer, it's something between 0 and 40. The answer is no. The answer is 25 Celsius. So all these devices you can see on the screen are certified for 25 Celsius. We have temperature range -10 plus 65. Okay. My another issue, and I have to say the last one today, is about the inrush current. This is a bit magical. Electrical engineers will be familiar with, but basically there are some devices which have switched power supply inside, like today LED lights or the monitors or some motors. This kind of devices makes this kind of pulse in beginning when you switch on. When you switch on in the same moment too many devices like that in parallel, this is the situation when your breaker is going out when they start again your electricity for the house. Okay, this kind of pulse, which can be 10, even 20 times higher than nominal current, is making this kind of the electric arc in the contact. This kind of EMC, this kind of electric arc is making a lot of EMC and noise. And because of that, we created and implemented technology we call zero current switching. Zero current switching is something that we have mechanical relay, but we are not switching in the peaks, but next to the zero. So basically, we are switching the mechanical relay in this moment, hold it switched, and if you want to switch off the device now, we wait a couple of milliseconds and switch it off now. This is very good for long-term stability of the system. Because of that, we are switching on and off when there is zero voltage, and that means no inrush current. Or of course there is inrush current, but there is no contact effect on this inrush current, and that's much better for connected device. So ZCS means industrial device, less reclamations and less troubles. We were searching a long time how to promote this feature, and we realized that this is the best way how to promote it. You can see two relays. Okay, after a lot of cycles, we made almost 1 million cycles. Okay, I agree. But we made almost 1 million cycles with 60 watts. 60 watts is nothing. And you can see two contacts comparing after that. Okay. In very big marketing shortcut, we can say that because of the ZCS, the relay became to be more or less the electrical contactor. So that was my last slide today. And I would like to ask if you have still any more questions or any more feedbacks from the people.
We are waiting for some feedback or some questions. And I'd like to add that IQRF power sockets have all the necessary IQRF features. You can work well with them using the IQRF network manager, the mobile application, or in the web application running on the IQRF gateway, or in the IQRF IDE, the basic development tool. You can add them, the power sockets, to the network using all three basic ways, such as local bonding, IQRF Smart Connect, or auto network bonding. We will release a detailed video tutorial in the IQRF channel on YouTube soon, so you can learn more about how to work with interoperable IQRF power socket made by NETIO.
I have to say that I have seen the video and it's very good.
Thank you very much.
I'm very looking forward to see the video in public.
I hope it will be helpful for people.
First steps. Good. So if there are no questions,
no.
Let me wish you everybody have a good day, and we are looking forward to hear or see you personally on some of the IQRF meetups. One will be next week in London, and or in any other show we are sometimes participating.
Thank you very much, Jan, and thank you all for participating here. Bye-bye.